Okay, and welcome back to another episode of the Saucy Boys podcast. I go by the name of Chaku.
Michael Stokes, baby. What's good?
And we are back. New week. New but old drink.
Yes.
We're going to We're going to jump into this. Man, fuck it. Okay, we just got this bottle of Jameson, this bottle of Crown. We're going to finish it off. We got way too many bottles that are just floating around. Me personally, I don't necessarily drink at home. I only drink when I work.
They're all mantelpieces. Yeah, it's the same thing. They just, you can't just have like an empty bar, but it doesn't mean you got to drink everything on it.
So they just up there collecting dust.
Yeah, I feel
but yeah, so we decided to bust out some of the oldies but goodies, and I think tonight I'm gonna run with the Jameson and ginger.
You know what? Here's a question that I get asked every now and then about whenever we do the pod or whatnot. I don't like this question, and it's nothing against the people who ask it, but it's just, to me, it's like whenever someone's like, "Well, what's your favorite drink that you've had?" I'm like, I don't fucking know.
See, and
I've done this too many times.
I think once you get to a point where it's like you try so many different things, it's hard to narrow it down, especially like when you're open to trying new and different things.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't really like pinpoint your favorite. You could say which ones are really good. I will say probably the best Bevy that we've had on the show is the one that you did with the Snoop Gin.
With the what? Oh, the Snoop Gin?
Yeah. The Indago or whatever. That was probably the best one.
That's high praise.
Yeah.
Because I would say one of my favorites would be the Thanksgiving margarita that you gave me.
Oh, shit.
And I did take that to parties, and it was very well loved. So it's kind of interesting that you like, something that I, introduced you to, and I,
so, but to like pinpoint like a absolute like fave.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you go out to a bar or like you're not going to, unless you're going to like a craft cocktail bar, you're not going to like, oh man, let me get a Michelob. Like, this is my favorite thing. It tastes so good. Because Michelob doesn't taste good. Just for anybody that just goes out and drinks that shit, I'm sorry. But then again, I can't talk because I fucking just drink straight shots and do. So yeah, I guess whatever.
Big shot.
So yeah, I bit myself in the ass on that one.
It's it's just an annoying question because I get a lot, and it seems like a very generalized question of like, so what's your favorite drink? But I know it comes in. I know it's not in bad faith.
Yeah, it comes
or anything.
from a good place.
Like it comes from a good place, but just to me, I'm just like, motherfucker. You know how many episodes we've done? I don't fucking remember.
Because I think for them too, it's just like since we do this and it's like a regular thing, it's not like I always got to take myself out of the place that like not everybody does this every day. So whenever like they get drink recipes and stuff from us, or like we had mentioned something, like it's because it's like, oh, like by chance they get an off day, they're gonna like try this cocktail.
Yeah.
So and then for me, it's like I work in the service industry where it's like Friday through Sunday, it's like there's just alcohol left and right. So yeah, so it's kind of hard to like separate that thought in my head that everybody does this.
Yeah.
So
and I just got to get used to that. I got to have something on hand to spew out to people so that they know or whatnot. But yeah, there are definitely ones that stand out in my mind of like really good ones that like I definitely like to try again, or if I go to a party, I might try and recreate. And then there's, of course, there are lower tier ones like the fucking Happy Dad. Didn't like that much. I
wasn't a fan of
what was Dad. The what's the Mezcal? The Casa not a fan of the Mezcal. Not a fan of
well, you know what's crazy though?
Few things.
Is I had a Mezcal the other day and it wasn't bad.
Did it taste like fucking lighter fluid?
It had the industrial taste to it, but it wasn't as like harsh as the Casamigos one was. So I'm wondering if there's like some mezcal out there that's just like fucking like top tier. But I mean, who knows? Only the people who really enjoy mezcal. So shout out to y'all for drinking factory juice.
Bye.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I just pour myself a little bit of Jameson. I'm gonna toss some of this ginger in here. No Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran's a funny fucking dude.
Yeah.
What movie was he in? He was just in a movie recently. Was it Red Notice?
Was it? Yeah, it was.
At the end, he's like, "I'm Ed Sheeran, bitch." I like Ed Sheeran.
I know him because I've heard him on when he goes on like Breakfast Club and interviews and shit, and he's like funny as fuck on that or whatnot.
Yeah. So jumping into the show, since we're I wouldn't say sneakerheads. We enjoy shoes. We enjoy shoes. I'm not gonna say sneakerhead. It's a little too.
I'm not a sneakerhead. I don't talk in sneakerhead lingo. I haven't resold anything in a while. I didn't resell it for a maxed out price either. I resold it for what it was going for. You know what I'm saying? So I don't consider myself a sneakerhead. I'm a sneaker aficionado. Let's go with that.
Yeah, connoisseur, if you will.
Connoisseur.
But there are a couple of releases that are coming up that I'm looking forward to. I want to say the one that I'm like most interested in right now is the Fire Red. Everything else is just kind of but yeah, that's probably like the only one that I'm looking forward to.
We're in the dog days of summer of sneaker releases right now, unfortunately. And it's like, it's a lot of stuff that I don't care about, but also I said I wanted to take a month off, and because it just so happened to coincide with me trying to take a month off, I feel like I'm not as invested this month. There have been a lot of releases that I've just like glanced at and just let them go. But same thing, upcoming, the Fire Red looks nice. I've been looking for a pair of Jordan 12s. That stealth pair drops later this week, or is it next week? I think it's next week.
So that pair of dunks that you were looking at, are those the ones? The lottery?
Is that them? Pale Ivory?
Oh no.
That's what I see.
Shit, it might be. So it's weird because
it's a JD Finish Line exclusive, I think.
So sometimes when they do releases, like they'll have like the Nike Dunk Low Lottery, and then like on your shit it'll say pale green, but it's the same shoe. Mm-hmm. But if I'm right, if these ones are the ones I'm thinking about, the swoosh is a scratch off.
Oh no, that's not those.
Okay.
I know which one you're talking about. I saw that. It came across my Instagram.
Yeah, so that's pretty dope. Yeah. I like when they do shit like that with shoes. Like when they make it like interesting.
That's
like
what cool. those gobstoppers were that you wanted.
Bro, I wanted those. I don't know why I wanted them so bad, but I was like, yo, these are fucking like the concept is really cool. But yeah, I put my name in a hat for them, but they were like, fuck off. So, I always get the fuck off unless it's like a general joint, and then I'm just like stuck with these regular ass shoes.
Chaco again? God damn it. Just send them a general release.
Yeah, but like a lot of releases that are coming up I'm not really too hyped about.
Those right there.
The Georgetowns are cool.
Georgetown, that Georgetown 6 is one that I got my eyes on. The only thing is all these shoes come out on the same day. So it's like 3 shoes that I really want on the same day. And I'm not going to get them all. I know I'm not. I'm not going to shoot my shot at all of them because I got, holidays coming up and shit. So I got to relax. But yeah, I do want a pair of those 6s. I might be inclined to opt out of the Fire Reds just because I got a pair of Jordan 3s already. Yeah. Just to grab them 6s. But that'll probably be it.
I have way too many 1s and dunks. So I'm going to have to kind of step away from those for a minute.
That too.
But I haven't really been too fond of Jordan releases lately. I've been more on like I've gotten a few trainers, some New Balance, I guess a couple of different, sneakers.
I've been more fond to them because I don't have as many. I only had those 13s for a minute, and that's why I was like, well, I got to get these 3s. Yeah. And now I only want the ones that I really love. So I'm just looking for that 6 is nice, but mainly I want a 12 and an 11. The only thing is the only 11 I know that's coming out is in December, and that's those cherry reds. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bitch to get them, but I'm still going to try.
I think that might be a general.
If it is, that's cool. I'm not a red guy, though.
Yes, me neither.
That's the thing, but I still want them because I don't want to wait another year for a decent colorway.
I wasn't a red guy until I got the Cardinals. And then when I seen the Fire Reds, and it's funny because I was talking to somebody about that today, and they were like, "Oh, well, what's the difference between the Cardinal and the Fire Reds?" And it's like, well, the Cardinals, small details. They had, it's very small details, which I didn't even notice at first, and then I looked at it. But the on the heel tabs it says Nike Air versus it just being like the Jordan logo. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then the Jumpman logo on the front is red instead of yellow like the Cardinals. And then the eyelets that the laces go through, they're yellow on my Cardinals, but on the Fire Red, everything's just red. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. But I'm gonna ask you a question. Out of all the pairs of Jordans that you have, which ones are the most comfortable?
I think I said this on the last pod. That Desert Elephant 3 is nice. Yeah, that is a nice shoe, man.
Honestly, bro, like I want to say the 3s and the 4s are probably like the most comfortable ones. Yeah, and then the 1s.
I figure a 1 would feel like an Air Force 1.
The 1, it's lighter. It's a lot lighter.
Yeah, it does have the lighter sole.
I'm not gonna say I hate Forces, but I'm just not too fond of them.
I mean,
because they're just fucking heavy. Yeah, it's a heavy shoe,
and it's been colonized. But
yeah, but
here nor there.
But not all ones feel the same. Not all ones feel the same. All right, but anyways, moving on, because I know some of y'all out there are sneakerheads, so y'all probably get tired of us talking about sneakers and shit.
They probably like fast forward y'all like the first 10 minutes.
They like skip. They're like, man, fuck, these niggas is always talking about shoes. But yeah, now we're gonna jump into a little segment, and it's not really a segment, but it's a little part in the show where we want to talk about broke times.
Oh. And this came about because, I mean, though we're not rich, but we're experiencing some good success right now,
and we're just smart with our money.
We're financially we're in a good place in our lives or whatnot, and we just kind of had a moment off pod where we were reminiscing on some darker times in our life of when we were broke ass niggas.
Who's broke?
Yeah, and
I mean, we still broke.
Yeah, exactly. We're still broke,
but broke.
But we feel the need to kind of share some of these with you, and if you feel the same way, feel free to let us know when you see us in public of like what was the brokest time for you. But I guess I'll go ahead and start. I was telling this story off pod when I was at my brokest. I remember my check would hit every Thursday. It would be Wednesday night at midnight, and Wednesday was a work day, so I'd drive all the way up to North Austin to go to work. And then if I didn't have the gas to make it all the way back home to San Antonio, then I would have to like chill in Austin and like try and find shit to do with no money and stay there until midnight, until my check hit so I can get fucking gas, because I wasn't trying to overdraft my account. You know what I'm saying? And this is just like really struggle times. I was in college too, so I was part-time. So I only worked Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And Tuesdays and Thursdays I was in school, but that was probably like one of the brokest times of my life. And it's like I said, we were talking about there are numerous times where I'd be at school and I didn't have money for food, and I'd have to go to my car and like scrounge up quarters and shit.
Bro, that shit is the worst.
See if I can get something off the dollar menu at McDonald's or Taco Bell and shit.
Yeah, that was always my shit. I would always like before work, because I would never like pack lunch, and I didn't really have shit at the apartment anyways, because the nigga was broke. But yeah, you scrounge up all the change in your car or whatever change you had at the crib. Maybe get together like $3 or $4, go to McDonald's, get you a McChicken and a fucking small fry. But there was always times like I knew my check would come in, and it sucked because I had Bank of America and not Randolph Brooks. So like all the people that had Randolph Brooks would be like, "Oh, I got my check already." Blah blah blah. I'd have to wait till like midnight. It was always midnight. It was like midnight or like 2 a.m. Yeah. And so this was back when we were doing shows with X. Oh. And we'd be out like at the bar or whatever, and we'd be performing or like practicing or whatever. And I knew as soon as I would leave the venue, it's like I would be able to like go get food and like gas, because like the money hit, right? Yeah. But if I wasn't out doing a gig or like doing anything like that, I would always go to the gas station and I'd probably have like $1 in my account. Mm-hmm. And I knew my check was going to hit, so I would fucking just like fill up with gas and I'd run it as credit because I knew that shit like, because it would overdraft, but it would like cover it.
And
like,
it takes a minute for
immediately
it to hit the account as an overdraft.
Yeah.
It's credit. So you got
so
like
it takes like 2
window.
like 2 days to process. So I would be like, all right, fuck, like I got like $1.50. Like let me go like fill my tank up real quick. And then like when that direct deposit would hit, man, I'd be like, thank God, bro.
I remember like, cause I had a moment today where I ended up connecting with my old supervisor up in who I work for up in Austin, at the warehouse I was at, on LinkedIn. And like I had a moment where I was just like, man, I remember when them niggas gave me like a 15-cent raise, and I went from like making like $15 an hour to $15.15, and I thought like I was like, I thought like, oh man, this is gonna help so much. You know what I'm saying? Like some dumb shit like that. And I was just like thinking
big
that.
Deal. He was all hype over 15 cents.
Yeah.
Hey, would you do this shit where like you like calculate like how much your checks would be?
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then
I'll be on my calculator like, oh shit, like, I'm gonna make this much money.
They'll take this out in taxes.
I gotta work this many hours to like do this, and
but it's like I'm part time anyway. So like the checks, like my average check was like $700. You know what I'm saying?
Could you imagine
for 2 weeks of work, $700, and I'd have to make that stretch another 2 weeks. And then it's like if I ever got sick or missed a day because I was part time, I didn't have the full benefits. Mm-hmm. So that's the like $100 to $200 off one of my checks.
Yep.
So it was like I couldn't miss days.
That's why niggas be working so hard, man. Yeah. Like, and you just like you get into that habit where you just keep grinding. That's why when people are like, oh, like, well, why do you like you do this, and this? Like, why do you? I'm like, cause like none of this shit's guaranteed. One, it's like some shit could happen, and you just gotta have a backup plan, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I remember, like, and the job that I had was good and it paid good, but it just like paying rent and like doing all that shit. And then like trying to like pay for gas, car insurance, like my phone bill was always fucking late. Like I would always pay it like right before they were about to be like, oh, we gonna cut your shit off, nigga. Like I would look at the AT&T app and I'm like, okay, I got like 2 days, like,
about to cut me, dog.
And then sometimes like I pay a little at a time, and I do like, all right, let me pay $50, and I pay $50 and be like, this isn't the amount past due. Are you sure you want? I'm like, yes, motherfucker, I'm sure.
Yes,
put this $50 on here. But yeah, so it's just like shit like that. Like you got bills due, like your fucking paycheck's only $700. Like
shit. I mean, you just brought back another horrible memory for me of the phone bill. And sometimes I had to eat it, and I'd have to go a week without signal. So I just stay someplace that had Wi-Fi. Yep. And just not leave so that I could still text back and shit and hit people back.
Once phones were able to connect to Wi-Fi, that was like the greatest shit.
Yeah.
And then people would be like, I tried calling you, but your phone. I'm like, yo, my shit is off right now.
I'd probably make up an excuse and be like, oh, word? Man, that's crazy. I had it on me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was like in my pocket and like being blocked.
Hey, let me check. Like, nah, nigga.
Like, we don't get good reception in the warehouse. I mean, they got like a tin roof, you know?
But real niggas knew.
Yeah.
Real niggas knew. It's like you didn't pay your cell phone bill. Talk about, oh, no, I must have had it on airplane mode. Like, no, the fuck you didn't, nigga. That shit was off.
I would, back to when I was doing the school commutes and working in Austin, when times came where I had to sacrifice paying the phone bill, I would, because it's an hour and a half drive up there, and I'd have nothing to listen to on my phone. So it's like, I would have to download podcasts and shit
before
I got there. And then when I got to work, I'd get connected to the work Wi-Fi, and then I'd download like music and shit that I could like listen to.
You'd be on that piff.
Yeah, without like streaming and shit.
Or Pandora.
Yeah. Nah, it was still, I think it was Apple Music. I just made sure I downloaded the songs instead of just streaming them off the Apple Music app. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was, tough times back then, man. It was a grind. It was a grind to get here. You know, and we made it.
Could you imagine, bro, like living like now but making like what you made then?
Be amazing. I always say one of my biggest regrets is that I did not go back to school sooner, because I wish because if if that was the case, I'd be making what I make now probably like my second year out of college, and I'd be in my 20s still. So that by the time I made it to the age I'm at now, I'd be at like an even better, a far better position than I'm in. Granted, like my position is it's okay, but I know there's always room to get better.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, even back then though, it's like juggling school, work. So it's like you're working like 40 to whatever hours a week, and then going to school on top of that, and trying to maintain some kind of like social normalcy, and then like paying tuition and fucking, because like I mean I had financial aid, but it didn't cover fucking everything.
Yeah, I wish they would have told me that, because I went to that private school, and it's like even with all the aid and grants they gave me, I still owed like a remaining balance of like 2 G's every semester. Mm-hmm. And I still had to fucking pay that
Figure
off.
out a way to pay it.
In a payment fucking plan, and it would piss me the fuck off.
That, car payments, pay rent, phone bill. So I was eating, a lot of my shit was past due. Yeah. For sure.
Big past due.
Like niggas was calling like every like 5-10 minutes.
I remember I was getting the if you don't get this payment, we're gonna repo the car.
Yeah, we're gonna take it to we're gonna repo the car. We're gonna take this shit to collections.
Please make sure that payment goes through, Mr. Martin. I was just like, fuck, man. But I just got paid, bro. The check's only $400.
Yeah.
And I'm giving $350 to y'all.
But man, that shit is so. Because I mean, depending on how you grew up. And like, cause some people just kind of like they're already set, right? Yeah. Like they already got, and I'm not saying they ain't get, like they got shit handed to them, but it's just like their shit's already kind of set. Like they, scholarships, like all this shit, like they're covered, right?
They never have to struggle for that.
There's no
work,
no real struggle.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say there's not a struggle, but there's no real like gritty, grimy, like I gotta sell my PlayStation struggle.
The grind to come on. I never had it. That would be the last extent of me being desperate.
That's how you see when niggas is down bad, because like, I'm gonna sell the PlayStation.
That Danny Brown.
You gotta sell the PlayStation. This nigga's bankrupt.
Man, I was never that down bad. I remember I took CDs to CD exchange back in the day, but that was
So my first semester of college, when I was going to NMSU, I didn't have no money. Yeah. And I hated asking my parents for money, because I mean I still had 2 little brothers and shit, and they gotta pay for all their basketball camps and all that bullshit. So I would never ask them for money. So I would make beats, and nigga, I was selling beats for fucking food and laundry money.
My man.
I was giving like 3 packs away for like $5. I was burning CDs in my dorm room, nigga. Like
should have been 3 for $15
for real, bro. But there was one guy on campus, I forgot his name. Fuck, I feel bad because he was a cool. I think it was Daniel. So Daniel, if you're out there and you see this, and if you still rapping, I still got beats, but they're a lot more expensive now. It ain't the same $5 beats.
Inflation, my brother.
You was getting back then when I was busting my ass in that little. So and then my setup was so fucking rinky dink. Remember the I forgot the brand, but it was the stereo system that had the little CD player in the middle, and it would like LED, like light up like blue LEDs. Yeah. Everybody had the same shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then it had like the speakers that were flat. If I could find a picture of it, I'll post it up. But I used to plug my laptop into that shit. No bass, no nothing, and I would just sit in the fucking dorm room and I would make beats. And then you do the car test to see if everything hitting right. And so once I did the car test and I burned that CD up, and I'm like, there you go.
I missed the car test. I remember vividly getting a beat disc from you, and you were like, I don't know about the drums and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to ride home to it. And I put it in, and I was just like, and I remember like texting you, be like, nah, man, the drums are nice. I'm in the car right now. Don't worry about it.
It shit's because I used to hate mixing on headphones. Yeah. It was like, is a big pet, because headphones, they weren't what they are now. Like, they were just very like high pass, like and for what I could afford at the time,
Yeah.
like headphones were no good. I couldn't get no
Some
Bose.
skull candies.
I had some like the free ones that you would get whenever you go to like South by.
Yeah.
They give you free headphones. So I used to hate. And then at the time I was living with my aunt, and so I couldn't like blast this shit loud. She, hey, shut the hell up, blah blah blah. So
We trying to sleep.
I had to mix them. But every time like they would leave the house, like everybody was gone, I cranked that shit up and I would just like I produce. But yeah, man, that was just like the hardest shit to like try and mix on headphones and then like get everything sounding right, and then you take it to the studio and it sound like shit. To me it sounded like shit because I like my shit a certain way, but that's just me being a perfectionist when it comes to the shit. But I will say my drums were pretty nice back in the day. Had some pretty nice drums.
Wow.
But yeah, man, broke times.
Broke times.
Shit
bro.
was spooky,
Spooky like the season.
which is approaching soon.
And there are a lot of spooky bastards out there, as we've talked about it before, prior podcasts. We did it last year and the year prior, but spooky season, man, it's approaching. It's getting here fast.
There's
man.
a Spirit Halloween store popping up.
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, they got a fucking Spirit Halloween movie coming out.
We saw the trailer last time. It looks like shit.
Did we talk about that on pod?
I don't think we talked about it. I just know we watched the trailer before we recorded.
And fucking Christopher Lloyd's in that shit.
I wonder how much they gave that man to do that.
He probably is like, I'll do it for free.
Like, fuck it.
Just I get access to all
Party.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, this is probably a cool movie for the kids and shit. But yeah, I couldn't see me like watching that shit.
Any plans for spooky season?
You know what? I never really have plans because shit just kind of comes up.
Yeah.
But I do have to. I have to plan some Halloween fits for me and Bevy. So
Okay.
I gotta get the little cute shits going.
First
So,
Halloween,
yeah,
may I suggest set the bar very low so you don't have to top it.
For real. Don't have me building all kinds of shit.
Make the child a ghost. You know, it's easy.
Just fucking yeah.
I was a ghost one Halloween as a kid, and you know what they did? My dad just gave me like a big white T-shirt he had, and he turned it inside out. And then he put it on me, and I like sat it over my head like that. So like my head was in like the neck like this.
Like the
and then they just painted my face white.
Like Cornholio.
Yeah, kind of like Cornholio, just like Cornholio actually. But you know the shirt's so big on me at the time that I looked like a little fucking ghost.
Little
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh, are you a little ghost?"
They white faced you?
Yeah, they white faced me, like the kid in Atlanta.
Do you have pictures?
I think there were.
Yeah,
I think there were.
That would be my profile picture.
Another one I remember. Do you remember you could be a Ninja Turtle back in the day, and you'd get like the iron-on shell shit.
Yeah,
and you'd stick it on like a green sweater and iron it on the front, and then you turn the sweater over and you iron on the back shell.
Yeah,
and so it looked like you had like the shell, and then all you had to do is just cut holes in a fucking the bandana in your fucking ta-da, I'm Raphael.
Was that okay? So was that at the same time? Because I don't know what cereal it was or what costume it was, but you could cut the thing out of the box and you could wear it.
Yeah,
the box.
yeah. I think that was all around the same time.
Dog.
Because Ninja Turtles was popping in the early 90s.
I vaguely remember that shit, but
yeah.
I remember you could cut out, and I used to tell my mom all the time, like, give me a cereal because I want the mask off the box. Yeah.
No, I was just homemade. Like a bunch, if I can remember correctly, a lot of like my early costumes as a kid were just homemade things.
I think all of my costumes were like homemade. I don't think I ever had like one that we go like buy like a mask or something, but everything else around it, like that was built around the costume, was just made the fuck up. Like, what are you? I'm a fucking zombie ninja.
I remember I was Batman one year, but it was just like the kit. Where it's like the cape and the cowl and it has the crest, but you have to wear your fucking black sweats and black sweater and shit, and then you just put the fucking mask on and shit, and that you're Batman now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as detailed as it is.
I gotta ask my parents because I really don't remember a lot of my Halloween costumes. I remember some of my ones in high school. I was Prince. one time. That was when they did the Chappelle shit.
Oh yeah.
Or no, I was Rick James. I was Rick James. I'm Rick James, bitch. But I was going around like knocking on people's doors saying that shit.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
They were like, "What's your costume?"
Get some candy, man.
It's funny though, cause like they were like, "What's your costume?" I'm like, "I'm glad you asked." I'm Rick James.
I
bitch.
was waiting.
Fucking 15 years old talking shit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
crucial times.
I really gotta go back and dig. I'm pretty sure my parents have like pictures of old costumes and shit. I definitely know I did the Ninja Turtles one for sure.
It's funny. I don't like because you said that. I don't remember all of my costumes. I remember the early ones, kind of.
Power Ranger.
I never was a Power Ranger.
I was a Power Ranger.
Loved the Power Rangers, but I was never a Power Ranger. Simply because I'm a stickler. And when I saw that the costume was just like the plastic mask,
it wasn't the whole helmet,
and not a full helmet, I was completely against it. I was just like, no, are you kidding me? I'm not putting that on. That's not even TV show quality.
This should be cutting up the bridge of your nose.
Yeah, like, fuck out of here. You want me to wear that? It's not a Power Ranger.
That or that old makeup that you would get from like Walmart, and you put it on your face, and that shit's just all thick, and it takes forever to get off. Yeah.
Good.
Spooky season.
Good time, you spooky bastards. Please let us know what you're doing this Halloween. I'm always open to partake in the Halloween festivities.
Yeah, invite us to a party.
Yeah, definitely.
Your Halloween party.
I got one invite.
I'll bring cupcakes.
Got one invite. She knows who she is, who invited me. So if it happens, it happens.
I think this year again they're doing a Halloween party at Espuelas.
Yeah, that's the invite I got.
Oh, that's the invite. Yeah. Okay. So we'll probably get ready for that.
Oh, bro.
Oh shit,
bro. If they do, we gotta do a pod from there.
Yo, with like the night before, like all the lights is off and we got candles and shit. Wait, that sounds. Pause.
So yeah, a little too.
They try to do the spooky shit. We would bring a little meter in there. I know that place is haunted.
Yeah, it looks spooky as fuck.
Yeah, that shit is real spooky.
Yeah, and it's downtown, so
yeah,
of course.
Yeah, I mean niggas died downtown.
Niggas just walking over niggas' graves right now.
Hella ghosts down there. I do have something I need to mention. So, before the Halloween party, we're actually going to do a 2000s party, like a Y2K, like tall tees and like.
Here's the thing:
we're doing a damn thing.
Tall tees that's not Y2K, my brother. That's
not. I mean,
that's high school for me. You know, stop making me feel old,
nigga. We old.
That's
so
you got me fucked up.
So early 2000s, we running it.
Okay.
That first 2000.
That first 10 years
to 2010. We're gonna do a whole. I don't know if we're gonna span it that far. Anything 2000s, we gonna run it. But I'm definitely wearing a tall tee and some yums.
I might just rock these Iversons. I'll look for like
oh shit.
I'm gonna look for an Allen Iverson jersey, and I'll get a do-rag, and then I'll put a Band-Aid on my sheet.
And you gonna do the Nelly?
And I'll have some jean shorts.
I need a Vocal tank top on at this point
with some wristbands too.
Man,
so I look like I'm part of a G Unit or something.
But yeah, be on the lookout for that. I think it's gonna be October 7th.
Oh, hold on. You know how I'm gonna rock the do-rag? I'm just gonna let that bitch hang and put a fucking headband on. Ooh, just like them niggas used to do.
Thought we gotta just like come.
They ain't even tie it. They just had the headband on to hold it.
We just gotta come looking like Dipset.
Oh, I'm all about it.
Like a whole Dipset.
I've been waiting for a moment my whole life to do that.
So October, right? It's like right before Halloween. Like we're doing it. It's gonna be all music from that era.
Oh, I cannot.
I want to see women in jersey dresses.
Oh, yeah.
And just your flea market fit. Like come through. I'm gonna have a chain with a spinner on it. It's gonna be fucking dope. I wonder if I can find some shit like that on Amazon. You looking right now?
Yeah, I'm just, just checking real quick.
Hey, wait, check that date real quick on the calendar. But yeah, so we're going to get that shit popping, man. It's going to be dope.
What day?
October 7th. Is it a Friday?
It is.
Yeah, so October 7th. That should be the day to look for. So we're gonna start putting some shit out there for that. I kind of jumped the gun on that. I didn't finish a flyer and shit yet, but I'm still working on it.
All good, my boy.
But yeah, man, I'm excited, man, because it's gonna be dope. I have my tall tee, I have my do rag. I don't even know if I can wear a do rag because I got long hair. I should do the Lloyd. Get it, shouty.
Oh shit.
Have my hair down.
Yeah.
Hey, young girl.
Stop.
Stop.
Wait a minute.
Oh shit. All right. But yeah, no, I'm excited, man. Halloween is fun. I don't get to be a DJ for a day. Last year I was Batman and an astronaut. Yo, my astronaut fit was dope. Did you see it?
I don't think I did.
I had the Yeezy. I had the boots. Not the boots, but the fuck, which ones are they? The 500s, but they're the high tops.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so I was wearing those in my little space outfit. The first song of my set I played was the shit off Donda, the moon joint. And then I went dog, I wish I would have recorded that set because like that opening set was just so fucking epic, and it completely went over everybody's fucking head. It was horrible.
A litty two titties.
But the vibe, like if I were to do that shit, man, I hate to say it. Nah, I'm just not gonna say it because somebody's probably gonna hate on me. But yeah. So moving forward, we just gonna jump into what we've been watching. This has been a very. There's been a lot of dead spots in between, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe these 2 weeks are getting to our chemistry a little bit.
It's been a long week and a half.
Yeah, it has been. It has been.
You know,
I've been indulging in, extracurricular narcotics. So, it's kind of throwing off my pacing and shit. Even though I didn't say what's up to Eddie before I came through. To record this because, like I said, I don't like to mix. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to mix, bro. But when I go home, I'm gonna be like, yo, Eddie, what's good? Eddie, my boy.
Yeah, I'd be too scared because y'all have me stuck. I ain't gonna make it to work or nothing. Nah, my ass sitting on the couch.
Fortunately for me, my work is a couple of steps away from the bed. So
see, I applaud you because I would lose my mind if I had to work from home. Y'all know that.
Oh yeah. Well, we talk. I talk a lot more now at this job. Like, it's communication more. So every day we have like a daily huddle and shoot the shit and stuff.
I got a few friends that work from home, and I'm like that's wild. Like you're at home all day.
It's crazy to think about because it's something I never fathomed prior to COVID.
Like that's high key depressing.
Like I used to always just think like, damn man, like. A work from home job is like a dream job. Like I used to think they were all scams too. Because like a lot of the ones that would hit me up would be like, yeah, work from home opportunity. We send you this. And then you just, you check it and mail it to whoever we need. And it's just like, it sounds a little dicey. Or it's like, we send you this check, take it to your bank and deposit it. And then use this much to go buy some materials and blah, blah, blah. I was like, that's kind of sketchy.
It's like shit like that and like door to door.
Yeah.
Like the niggas that sell like pest
make your own hours.
Yeah, like that shit.
I saw like a video the other day that was like hilarious, or it was like that guy, that kid was like in the neighborhood going door to door with that bullshit, and like this old man's like going to his front door and he's like, hey, excuse me, sir, do you like pesticide your own lawn? He's like, I'm not interested, thank you. And he's like trying to get in the house and shit, and like the kid just keeps trying, and he's just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
And he's just like, well, I just want to talk to you a little bit about our services. And he's like, look, I'm trying to put in a fucking passcode to get into my house. I'm trying to like get in here so I can get a package. And you keep fucking talking to me and I can't think about it. And you're standing right over me. I don't know you. Why the fuck am I going to put, like, come on. Yeah. No means no. Fuck off. And like the kid kept trying to do it. And he was like, bro, seriously.
See it, because I couldn't do that. Because as soon as I open my mouth and somebody's like, no, I'm like, all right. Because when I used to work for fucking American Eagle, they have us try and force the fucking us to sell credit cards, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, these niggas don't want credit cards, bro. Like, y'all ask me that shit, I don't even want no credit card.
It's the same thing at the bank, especially during COVID. Like, the world's fucking crumbling down, and they're like, yeah, make sure you get your cross serves. You know,
I'm like,
always try and sell them on something else.
Yeah.
No is just an opportunity for another product. Like what?
Fuck that, bro.
You
like
got me fucked up.
Especially now, like, well, then during the whole thing, like everybody broke. Everybody been at home for fucking weeks.
They got stimmies. They ain't trying to spend that shit on something we got. They don't want a fucking credit card.
Yeah.
They just got a stimmy. Fucking, you tripping, man.
And then it's funny too, cause like they seen that shit with the monkeypox. And they're like, hey, this monkeypox is a thing. Go ahead and send that check. He said, shut us down and send that check. Oh, man.
You broke ass niggas need to go to work.
Dog, okay. I really hate to talk shit. But, like, no, like, this shit with, like, trying to, like, hire people and, like, get people to work. And then the people that we are getting, like, we're hiring and bringing on, like, they don't do shit. Like, they don't do nothing. Like, today I'm at work, I'm busting my ass, I'm moving around, I'm like picking shit up, cleaning shit, because, you know, we about to start like back heavy with like a bunch of kids and shit, right?
Yeah.
And so like we're cleaning shit, and the new staff that we hired, like them niggas is just sitting there, and then one talking about, oh, my back hurts, and I'm like, we ain't fucking done nothing. What have you done? But my response can't be that. My response is, oh, I'm sorry, your back hurts. So
Tell them about all the anime they watch.
Don't be a pussy about it, man. I sent you that video, right?
Yeah, that's why I said that.
That shit is wild. It's I hate to say it, but it's like
I'll say it. Y'all watch too much anime now. It's not cool no more. Okay? I don't care who I offend. It used to be a niche thing that only us had to enjoy in privacy, and we couldn't like go out there and brag about it and stuff because we'd get made fun of. And now like the world is like flipped it, and it's like, oh, anime everywhere, anime all the time. People's whole identities are anime. We want this. We listen to K-pop and all this. You watch too much anime. Okay, get a breath. Go take a breath. You're never gonna find a guy who looks like fucking One Piece. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna fucking happen. Okay, get a fucking life. Stop watching anime.
A big part of that, in which I get, right, is just like this level of being in this like fantasy world. Right?
Attack on Titan, you fucking nerds. You fucking dorks.
That show's actually kind of dope.
This is why we got grown men still playing Pokemon today. The fuck is wrong with this world?
Hey man, I still play Pokemon.
No, you don't. You don't play the card game.
Oh yeah,
that's different. That's nostalgia. There are niggas still playing with the fucking cards, man.
Got my Game Boy Advance right here.
Stop watching anime.
About to run this shit up. Ooh,
shit, that looks nice.
Hear that? Yeah.
Look at that. Peak of technology in 2001.
See, I'll be out here running it. Y'all remember this? I'm only gonna play a second. We might get flagged. All right, that's it. That's all y'all get.
That's what it's all about right there. Not all this new shit. And it don't help that like Netflix is like invested in anime and shit, and so like that's why they're pumping out all these new animes.
Bro,
and all that
okay,
stuff.
so now like, we talking about Netflix, right? We've touched on this before, but have you seen the trailer for the new Addams Family thing, the Wednesday thing?
Yes. So are you about to slander it?
I am.
Man, I was gonna say it actually looked pretty decent.
It looks fucking good. It looks good.
It should be a movie.
But it should. It should be a fucking movie.
I get it.
And if like I get it, the series is based around Wednesday. Make it a Wednesday movie. Make a Pugsley movie.
But that's the thing. Like, it's Wednesday, but they took the liberty to go out there and fully cast out the whole Addams Family.
Yeah,
they're all in it. And it's like the worst part about it is like you'll make this a series, but then you'll do that bullshit CGI Addams Family from a couple years ago that nobody gave a fuck about. You know what I'm saying?
They made like 2 of them, right?
Yeah. Nobody cared about it. We just wanted a live action Addams Family.
Yeah.
And it's like you got the perfect fucking Wednesday.
For real.
She's fucking perfect. And the crazy thing is I heard the original Wednesday, Christina Ricci, she plays like a big role in the show also.
For real.
So I think that's why it looks so good, apparently. But you do all this and you just throw it on Netflix.
Yeah. Like make it a film and put that shit in the theaters, bro. Like because the thing about that too is just like, again, sitting at home, like you're at home the whole time, like everything is just like you come home, like go to work all day, you come home, and if you work from home, you're just home all day, and then you sit on the couch. I really feel strongly about this.
Everyone, the business model and business plan for the last 2 years has been to keep people socially distant and stay at home. That's why the whole thing with Warner Brothers is merging with Discovery. So your HBO Max next year, it's going to be like HBO Max Plus, and you'll have all of Discovery Channel shit on it. But the whole thing with that is they're canceling a lot of things like that were supposed to be coming out is like straight to HBO Max films, shows, and series, and it's really putting it's like a lot of the DC properties. So they were making a Batgirl show that was like 90% finished.
I thought it was a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie,
and they scrapped the shit.
And they scrapped it.
Yeah,
and the reasoning why was because they saw how good the theaters were doing again. Mm-hmm. When they decided to greenlight that film, it was in the middle of the pandemic, and they were like, theaters aren't coming back. And then what happened? 2022, Top Gun is killing it. Mm-hmm. All these films are coming back, and it's like, no, movie theaters is still good
because people want the experience.
Yeah, and so they're like, fuck that, we're not doing straight to Max properties no more. We're gonna turn our attention back to the movie theaters.
Like it. So, and I seen something on this earlier, and Quentin Tarantino was talking about it. And what he was saying is like, whenever you're in the theater, it's like you can go by yourself, but you're a collective. Like you're collective. Like you're there with everybody, so you get to experience, the movie, and then everybody experiences things differently. You get different reactions and different emotions.
The greatest example that I bring this up all the time. It's the movie trailer example. Mm-hmm. You can watch a movie trailer when it drops on YouTube as much as you want, but when you go and see a movie and that trailer comes on in the theater and everybody is watching it with you, it hits different.
It does.
It hits so much different.
But it's crazy because, and this is to talk about the new generation of people, right? You talk to them and like, I watch it on YouTube, or I'll just watch it on my phone. And it's like the small format
is killing.
It's fucking
killing a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's ruining a lot of things. Like people don't get that experience, but people are so okay with just like, no, I'll just stay at home and
devaluing the prestige or the quality.
Yeah.
But on the flip of that, which is funny, they had a whole fucking streaming platform based around mobile phones called Tubi or whatever, and it failed.
Was it Tubi or was it something else?
It might have been something else. But I remember they had like given projects to like Kevin Hart and all these people, and they went full bore into it, and it was like, this is the future, streaming platform strictly for your cell phone, and it fucking failed. Yeah, that's crazy to me. So it's like, you didn't even invest in the property that was made for you.
But you know why it failed, right? Because there wasn't no anime on there.
Yeah, that's why. You fucking loser.
That's the only way it gets support. But
stop watching anime.
I wish people would get out more and just experience things with strangers.
Yeah,
it sounds weird, but sometimes you got to experience shit with a bunch of strange people in a room.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely. That's why me working from home makes me appreciate going places and having those encounters again, out in the real world and all that. But even still, I've always been one of those people. I always say that I am an introvert with extrovert qualities. Like, I like people. I don't like being around them all the fucking time, and I don't like being around a lot of people.
It's like in doses,
especially in a world where people just shoot your ass for no reason out of nowhere.
Okay, and what's up with that? I mean, I know it's been happening for a minute, but like here. Like, it's been happening consecutively. Like, motherfuckers is just, like, shooting for no reason. Like, I'm playing, in the spot that I'm playing at, it's not a hood spot at all. And niggas is just, like, shooting, like, right outside. I'm like, what the fuck? My homeboy, I had to play a wedding last Saturday.
It's for who I think it is, right?
For Noel, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
congratulations.
Congratulations to Noel and Becca. I was completely sweating the whole time that I was playing your wedding, but I seen how much of a good time y'all having.
Did you play the unedited music?
And that made me happy. No, I didn't. I played all edited.
This guy.
But I will say I did fuck up. I did fuck up.
And nobody noticed?
Well, no, it was just because of a song selection. But it was a banger, right? And they still sung it, but the context of the song was, I'll talk to you off pod about it.
Okay.
But the context of the song, I was like, why would I play that? And if you're a DJ, you probably know what song I'm talking about. But after the hook came in, everybody started singing it, all was well. But yeah, no, they had a good time, and it felt good to, like, you know, I played like their last song, and I got a little teary eyed. But yeah, no, it was a good time. A good time. Where was I going with that? Okay, yeah. So now my homie, he was covering for me, and I just, you know, followed up with him the next day, and I was like, hey, you know, how'd everything go? This and this. And he's like, bro, somebody started shooting like right out. So you know, there's a gate right there.
Yeah.
Somebody started shooting out, like I guess like right there, like shootout. He said he had to run back in the building. This is like after 2:00.
God damn.
But I'm like, that shit is crazy. Y'all gotta stop shooting. Just box, bro.
Nah, you can't go back. Can't go back, bro. That's ironically, that's, you know, you've seen Snowfall, right?
I've seen parts. I mean,
so like it basically one of like the storylines of it is chronicalizing how like the OG gangs, the like Rolling 60s and all that shit, Crips,
yeah,
they were just like tough, and they fought motherfuckers. And then when the drugs started coming into America in the 80s and the guns started coming in and all that shit, that's where the escalation, what Commissioner Gordon said, what about escalation? We start wearing bulletproof vests, they start carrying armor piercing bullets.
Yeah.
Essentially that's what happened. And so that's when it changed from like the tough neighborhood gangs who were there to actually protect the neighborhood. Now niggas are shooting each other.
Yeah.
And essentially that's what happened. And so like that's like it's an underling storyline in like the first 2 or 3 seasons of
I think
Snowfall.
I remember seeing like an episode.
But essentially that's what hit his uncle, his character, the uncle in the show. That's what he's supposed to be. He's the OG who was there back in the day of like, nah, we just put hands on you.
Yeah, when niggas were scrapping.
And now it's like, now he's living firsthand in the 80s when it's like escalated and like, nah, we're killing each other now.
I'll be completely fine with just boxing somebody.
Yeah, but
and then get my ass whooped or whooping ass and then just go on my way, you know?
niggas ain't got pride like that. They can't take an L like that. They gotta kill you.
Like if I get my ass whooped, you know, it is what it is. I just go to the gym, work out, and if I see you again and we have a problem, then just try box it out again.
So pick and choose your fights, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a hothead, it's not gonna serve you right to just be blowing up all the fucking time and everything, because that's how you're gonna get just killed. I'm gonna be real.
That's why I limit like the shit that I talk to people, because it's kind of hard not to like pop off on people when I'm doing gigs and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta watch who you fuck, because you don't know what these niggas got in the whip, for one. And then just now everybody, we in Texas, so niggas is just straight. You could carry swords down here.
I bet.
Just openly. So you gonna do it? Nigga walk around carrying a sword,
open
gun.
Carry, officer. Here's my license.
That shit is crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like let's go back to the old times when niggas was just boxing, or let's have like a fencing fight, like a sword fight, a duel.
That'd be nice.
Like I challenge you to a duel, and I poke you one time, or you poke me, and then we just, all right, nigga, you won. See ya. Right? What if we just solved all of our problems by fencing? You're just like, all right, fuck, let me go get my fencing gear from the whip, and then y'all just out in the streets just fucking dueling it out. And if I get poked first, then I lose, you know?
That made me think about that Charlie Murphy shit. He's like, he slapped me. He's like, in the old days, you'd slap somebody, but it's like, I challenge you to a duel. You know, someone had to die after that.
Someone had to die after that. But we wouldn't die. We had a gear on, you know? It'd be all right. Yeah. I want to, can we use that as a possible solution to street beefs? Like, what if gangs just start fencing each other? Like, what you say, nigga? Oh, shit. I'm going to go to my whip real quick.
Get the sword.
When I come back, I'm I'm gonna have my fencing mask and my glove and everything.
You better be ready.
You better be ready.
You better be ready.
Somebody's getting poked. Yeah, you know it's crazy though. It's like in the UK, like that's a huge problem.
Yeah, it's not guns, it's knives.
Yeah, niggas is getting shanked.
That's crazy. Like they stab your ass.
I seen Idris Elba with a T-shirt that said "Stop stabbing."
Yeah, it's crazy. Stop the knife violence as opposed to gun violence. That's
like,
wild.
Like, don't poke me. That shit is crazy. And it's wild. Because I think it's like they're in like Australia too, right?
I think so.
Because they can't have guns.
Yeah, because like their gun laws are stricter, and it's just like, nah, you get knifed up over here. I had heard, I was watching an interview with John Boyega, and he was telling a story about like, yeah, knifing's really a big deal over here, bluff. You know what I'm saying? Just like going in on it or whatnot. And he's just like, yeah, we went to like a parade or someone, and someone threatened us with a knife. And I was like, oh, strange, a knife. Right.
If I see a nigga with a knife, I'm like, all right, how am I going to like work my way around this? But them niggas really stand down. Yeah. They're like, nah, this nigga got a knife. He crazy. That's wild.
That's crazy. Can you imagine just chilling on a vacation in London and some nigga run up on you, just like real shit, like an old fucking Batman, like 1989 Batman, just push you up against the wall, like, give me the money with like, a knife. Give me the money, bruv.
Tossing the switchblade between his hands and shit. You ready? You ready to get poked, yeah?
Oh, ready to get poked, bruv.
You almost got blood on my trainers.
Give me your watch and your wallet.
I see somebody from the UK gonna hear this shit.
Yeah, they gonna fucking
I'm sorry, it's not funny, but there is some comedy in it because it's just weird because like niggas get shot over here, and then like but I mean that's the alternative, I guess, since you can't have guns over there.
Higher range of survival, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
But you know how easy it is to stab somebody? That's the crazy part. You could just walk by and poke somebody and I think that's what they doing. They just walk around like, oh, I don't like your face.
I feel like it's like prison rules, like where they just like they run up on you and just and just keep it going.
Just keep moving.
Shout out to Oz. Great show.
That's crazy. Damn, we done went from
I was about to say
movie theaters to shank.
Well, anyways, what you been watching? Movie with the sound off, Men in Black. We talked about anime and I went on that fucking rant. What were you about to say about anime, if you remember?
I forgot what I was going to
say.
Tekken? Oh, yeah, no, the Tekken series. So I started watching the Tekken series, and it's actually it's a solid little show. I mean, if you're a fan of the video game series Tekken, check it out. You'll probably think it's dope. It follows Jin, and like it's like his origin. Yeah, it's like his origin of like how he became
my man.
Whatever, and it's dope. So if you get a chance, and if you fuck with Tekken like that, check it out.
Okay.
But there was that show, and then Day Shift on Netflix.
So, I'll ask you: did you enjoy Day Shift?
I did. I was pleasantly surprised with Day Shift. I mean, from the trailer, like it looked dope because he blasted that old lady with a shotgun.
Yeah,
and I was like, holy shit. He just shot this old lady, but then I realized she was a vampire, so she deserved to be shot.
Not only a vampire, but somebody's daughter.
Which is crazy because she looked old as hell.
Yeah.
We don't give away no spoilers.
Yeah, that's why I didn't say nothing more. I enjoyed it, but I have to disclaimer, I was super high while watching that shit. And while I was watching it, here's the thing, and this happened to me before. When I watch shit high, like I like my mind it dissects the movie differently, kinda. And so like some of the lines that like my girl was like laughing at, they weren't landing for me. And I was just like, and I like at one point I was like, am I tripping? Is this a bad movie or is it good? And she was like, you don't think it's good? And I was like, I don't know. I can't tell. Like some of the dialogue seems corny as fuck, but but the action is dope.
So that's what I'll say. The dialogue and the writing was a bit but the action and overall like look of the film was very well put together. But like the whole shit with Dave Franco and yeah. I mean he's funny, but it just wasn't like hilarious funny. It wasn't like a roll on the floor.
Okay, I'm just making sure I wasn't tripping.
Yeah,
because I was just like I'm high as fuck right now, but I know I'm not that.
I feel like that should have been a theatrical release though.
And that's another thing I was thinking. Like this is.
That probably would have done well in the theaters.
That nigga Frank. That's the first pug I've ever seen. Now that I think about it. My sister had a pug who looked just like him. Her name was Gypsy.
She was cute. Tuxedos and dresses on it?
I think she did it at some point in time, but yeah. Now I always thought, like, where did the pug phase come from? Because everyone got pugs, and it's just like, oh yeah, Men in Black Frank, he was a pug. That nigga dead probably now. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up.
Shit went dark real quick.
I mean, I was just saying, I'm just being real, my guy. Like, it's a small dog. It's got a long lifespan, but there's no way it lived 25 fucking years. Let's be real. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Day Shift. It was a great movie. The action scenes were dope as fuck. But yeah, I kept running into points where I was just like, yo, they either spent all the money on Jamie Foxx and all these other actors this is like their second movie, or I'm tripping. Because, like, some of these lines just ain't sticking for me right now. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, nah, the dialogue was a little bit off. So it wasn't just you. But it made up for it in action. So that was cool. But yeah, nah, I feel like that probably would have done well in the theaters. I'm trying to figure out. So with Netflix doing all these, like, releases just straight to, like, stream, how come they don't? Because the only one that they did in theaters was it the Interview?
No, that wasn't their movie though. That got leaked and then ended up on Netflix soon after because of the leak. But it was supposed to be a theatrical release.
So what was like the first?
I know
first Netflix film.
Oh man, I remember. I don't know what the first one was. I remember the first one that got like a big budget was that Will Smith movie.
The Bright.
That's the first one I remember them saying, like, this. They gave this movie like a big budget to make, and then after that, fucking what, Bird Box?
Yeah,
I was thinking about that.
It's crazy because it's like they have these budgets to make these films and put them straight to streaming. It's like, how do they make their?
But that's the thing. Like, they've been using the Amazon model. Like, Amazon just became profitable within like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
But they weren't before that. But you didn't know that because they were doing everything.
Yeah.
And so that's what Netflix was doing for like the first 10 years was just like, well, probably like probably the first 10 years is just like, we're going to throw money at all these projects and something's going to stick eventually and then we'll be good.
Yeah.
And then eventually it's like, when you do that, you have like your flubs. Like, I remember they, speaking of, I wanted to talk about this, what I'm watching, but I remember they tried to make their Game of Thrones, Netflix, and they did a Marco Polo series, and it only lasted 2 seasons, and they canceled it. Yeah. But I remember at the time they marketed the show as that, as just like, this is Netflix's Game of Thrones. They gave it a big budget, and it's about Marco Polo and his travels to the Mongol territory and shit. And I was just like, okay. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes and never returned to it. Then they canceled it.
Because I feel like if they put some of this to, like the theaters, like if they made it like a box office thing, like I feel like they would do pretty well. Well, I know with Day Shift would probably be like the first one I could think of. That maybe Bird Box.
I thought Gray Man had like some limited release in theaters.
Did it?
Yeah, I could have sworn it like released a week early in a couple theaters or something.
So,
but you do that, but on the flip, you got shit like they're getting the sequel to Knives Out. That's going to be a direct to Netflix movie.
That's whack, bro.
Yeah. And it's got like all the stars and everything in it, and it's going straight to the Netflix.
That's fucking whack.
That's crazy to me.
It's cool. Like it's what is I want to see in the movie theater, man.
Exactly. That's the same thing.
I'm tired of sitting on my couch to like watch these fucking.
It's because, like, man, like, you can get, like, the everything with it. Like, I got the subwoofer. I got the sound bar. I got a big TV, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a big TV, nigga. So, it's 60 inches, nigga. You feel me, cuz?
Gotta push it up to that 80, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
My philosophy is anything over 70, you're just being obnoxious. You know what I'm saying?
Got a fucking big-ass projector.
You know what I'm saying? Just go to the movies, nigga. Yeah. But, yeah. But it's like, even with all those things, I still don't get the theater quality, and it's because I'm not amongst the people.
Yeah, But then that too is like, even if you had the money to like put a home theater in your house and make it like legit,
it'd just be you.
Yeah, it's still like it wouldn't be the same. You wouldn't get the same feel.
Yeah,
sticky seats.
It's just there's a quality of we talk about how much we love the movies.
Yeah, we
you know what I'm
really
saying.
do.
We do it all the time.
We beat y'all over the head.
We beat y'all over the fucking head.
How much we love the movies.
And I hope it drives you to start going to the theaters more often. But what I can't stand is when I'm just like on like Instagram or something, and I see somebody like, anybody got show suggestions? I binged everything, and I'm just like, what?
Like, how do you have that much time?
How have you binged everything?
Because they be watching it while they at home working.
Like, what the fuck?
Work. When they work from home, they just got it propped up. I've seen people do that.
Like, go see a movie, you know?
Yeah, get out the house, man. Yes. That's why niggas is weird now, because niggas don't get out the house. Yeah. They ain't getting them real life experiences.
Staying in the house, watching too much goddamn anime.
They ain't out on the streets, almost getting robbed and poked.
You niggas.
Y'all need some real life experiences.
You niggas ain't never scraped your knee. You ain't never had to put some dirt in a wound.
But on that note, we're going to move forward to Music Corner. It's just going to be a real quick session. Music I'm listening to right now, I'm checking out that new Larry June. And it's straight, man. It's some player shit. I like it. If you get a chance, pop that on your Apple, iTunes, your Tidal, whatever the fucking whatever streaming service you got for music, pop it on there, check it out. It's a dope project. But what about you? You got anything you listening to?
Nah, nigga, I ain't got nothing. I'm an old nigga. I don't listen to this new shit.
I'm over here listening to all my old vinyl records and 8 tracks.
I'm an old ass nigga. I've really reached that point where I am comfortable. I am super comfortable not listening to none of this new shit you niggas.
You gonna be one of them old niggas in the drop top riding around listening to jazz?
I swear I will. Except the jazz gonna be like 50 Cent and the Diplomats. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference.
You ever see those niggas driving around with like the convertibles and they listening to like fusion jazz or like some like weird shit all out? I'm like, yo, y'all niggas that's gonna be me.
That's me. I'm comfortable with it. I am fully comfortable with saying like I'm good.
I'm in. Where do I sign up?
I'm sign me up. Where's the dad attire that I need to put on?
But on that note, we're gonna wrap up this episode, and we will catch y'all in a couple of weeks. Y'all be safe.
Bye-bye.
Peace.